Hello, this is Joyce Banbury again with Thrift and Pick for Country Style and Thrift and Pick for Profit. If you like the video, please like it and then please join us on Facebook. We'd love to have your input if you're from either rural or an urban. We don't really care. We just like to share and learn from each other. Well, I finally finished up the auction from last week, and this week I had very little experience doing anything because I didn't go anywhere. So on Thursday I went to the Russell, Kansas Trinity Methodist Thrift shop, and you know, it wasn't bad, wasn't great, picked up a few things. And Russell's where I live, and it's a town of about 4,400 right off of E70, almost in the middle between Denver and Kansas City. So if you ever come out my way, stop and I'll take you to one of our little rural thrift shops and see what you can do. So what did I get from Russell this week? Well, I found these two large cream and sugar canister dishes, and they've got junk on them. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to show you how to take that off. Get a little bit of just plain old nail polish remover. I get the Salon formula, and I just kind of dip it in there, and it'll come off slicker than a whistle. Now, to do this really good, you should have one side that's got the nail polish on it, and another side that has a little bit of water on it, and that way you can really get it all off easily. But that's one way to get it off. It's pretty easy. It'll work on any slick surface, so, you know, how about that? It doesn't smell bad. Actually, it can kind of freshen up things that have been in the thrift shop. Please do not lay this down on any wood surface. It will take the paint off. Okay, and next, what am I going to do with these? Well, of course, they'll go on eBay, and I've been saying I'll put them up for auction, but I don't put them up for auction. I put them up on fixed price with best offer and free shipping. I think I say auction all the time because that's how I started on eBay in 1998, was Beanie Babies and auctions, and that's a story for another day. So what else did I find at the thrift shop in Russell? Well, I found these recorders. Oh yeah, these were, the cream and sugar were 50 cents for the pair. But I found these Angel recorders, soprano, baroque, blah blah blah, made in Korea. So I suspect they're a little bit vintage. I looked them up. They don't sell too badly on eBay. I don't know if I'm going to sell them each or by the pair, or how I'll do it. But anyway, they're pretty cool. I don't know if my grandkids would be interested in trying them out, but they were really popular in the 50s and 60s and even the 70s, and a lot of music teachers used them to teach children how to play music on an instrument before they were ready to start on something else. So they were $2 each. If I priced them on eBay, I'd probably price them for $24 a piece. Free shipping and best offer at probably $20. And saying that, I'd like to tell you that I have gotten in the habit now of putting a minimum on my best offers. I'm sorry, but I just don't want to take the time to answer a lowball offer. I just got one the other day that I hadn't changed, and I got an offer of $20 on a $75 item, and I came back with $50, and they came back with $21, and finally I just gave them one price, and I said that's it, and of course they declined it. But I just didn't feel like messing with it. So the next time when I was finished with the offers, I went in and changed it to my lowest minimum price that I will accept. I don't game the system. I don't play the system. I don't try to outthink the system, which I know a lot of people feel like, well, if they take these best offers, somehow it benefits their placement in search. But I have to tell you, there's a lot of things you can do in search that will benefit your placement that's better than playing with a lot of lowball best offers. I went into the craft room and I saw this little tote bag and I thought, well, it's really cute. It's colorful. I don't know if it has a brand in it or anything. There's something else in here. I don't know what that is. I guess it's a wuzzes. I think that's the bottom. Yeah, so it'll sit up. That's cool. That's even better. Let's see if it has a brand. Yes, it does. It's Kate A. Rusty. And it's a cotton bag made in India. That's kind of cool. I did look this up before I brought it home because I thought, well, if it's only worth $4 or $5, why mess with it? But they were going at a little bit better price, and I think I could get $25 to $30 out of it. So we'll try that and see. You know, they say ugly sells. Well, my friends, this classifies as ugly. I mean, how many purses do you think are that ugly in life? All the rhinestones are there and all the beadings there, and I suspect it's not leather. It is branded. It is a, whoops, Galeon of New York bag, and I did look it up, and they're not selling too badly. So I'm almost sure that somebody's going to think this is the most beautiful thing, or maybe the most fun thing in the world, and pay $35 or $40 for it. What do you think? We can keep our fingers crossed and hope. I don't usually buy a lot of handbags, but somehow these just caught my eye, and I thought, oh well, they're kind of cool. And here's another one that just sort of caught my eye. It's a nice little canvas bag, and it's got some unusual beading and decorations on it. Nice and clean. I don't know if it's ever been used. Interior's nice and clean. Don't know if it'll bring a lot, but I think probably $25 or $30, don't you? And I did buy some Hawaiian shirts. I'm not sure that I'm really interested in making these part of my merchandise mix, but I am opening up another eBay ID that I haven't used for a long time, and I think on that eBay ID I'm going to probably put up some of these things that I don't feel like go too well on Holiday Market. This is made in Hawaii. It's I believe 100% cotton. It's KYS, maybe $20, $25, maybe a little more. It's a size large. I like the colors. I like the aloha and all the different scenes on it. I thought they were really cool. So we'll see about that too. And then there was this one. I thought the colors were extremely pretty. This is a Batik Bay, extra large, 100% rayon, made in Indonesia. And I really thought that the patterning on this was cool. It had a real tropical scene with a bathing beauty or a bathing whatever. So beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, so I don't know. And had motorcycles on it and palm trees and yeah, you know, maybe probably put it up for $35 and see how it goes. What do you think, huh? Think we'll make any money on it? And another thing I found was this Lisa Frank. And you know something? I'm not a Lisa Frank fan. I don't know much about it, and it's pretty modern for me, but I've been hearing a lot about it. So I thought, oh, well, this is kind of cool. Flocked, you know, it's been around a while, vintage. It doesn't have any tags on it. So I didn't look it up. I just stuck it in the bag. I think it was 50 cents and brought it home. And I thought, well, we'll see. Well, you know, some buys are just duds. And this happens to be one of them, because this is a craft thing that when it was originally released, it had all kinds of craft things, markers and things like that in it to decorate it. And this one's been decorated and everything's gone out of it, and this is what they look like before they're decorated. So, sorry, dud, clang, goes out the door. I have two craft kits. They were in boxes, and I broke the boxes down because they will mail a lot easier if the boxes are broke down, but some people like to have the boxes. So this is a Victorian oval crewel picture. It has the frame and everything in it. I checked it all out to make sure it was good. And the other one is a companion piece with a different picture but the same theme on it. So kits can go really well. I think probably your market has to find you, or you have to find your market. I don't know. But I can sell them sometimes towards the end of summer better than they would sell now because people make things for gifts. So I will probably package these together, and I will probably sell them for $29.95 with best offer and free shipping. We'll see. It's lightweight. Okay, so then I went over to Victoria on Friday. Victoria, Kansas is a town of about 1,200 people, and it's a real cool little town. It's known for its large cathedral that was built in the 1800s, and they have a little thrift shop called St Fidelis Thrift Shop, and here's what I found there. You know, these little thrift shops can be really cool because the prices are really quite good. Those craft pictures that I just showed you were 50 cents a piece. Can't go wrong on that. And this was at Victoria. This was a $1 bind. It's still in the wrapper. It's Hannah Montana. Does anybody remember when she was called Hannah Montana? And it's put out by Disney. And it's a Secret Star binder set. So I don't know, I didn't find one exactly like it on eBay, but I thought, you know, it's a kind of a cool, fun collectible. It's got a binder and it's got a case for your pencils and pens and things like that. And so we'll try it and see if it'll sell for about $30. Now this next one you're going to probably laugh at. It's the craftsman in me. But there was a basket of beautiful hand-sewn or homemade, I don't even know, maybe they were commercially made, excuse me, had to reach a little bit for that, fruit. And I do pretty well selling fruit. In the auction that we just looked at last week, I had the pretty glass fruit, and I've already got a lot of watchers on it, so I'm pretty proud of it. These are nicely done and finished and in good shape. So I'm going to, and they're real lightweight. You know, we're always watching our shipping, aren't we? So I think I'm going to put about $24.50 on them and see how they go. And once again, we'll have best offer and see how that goes. These are a little different story. These are kind of a glass, plastic, something, I don't know. But they have the little prisms on them and they catch the light. So I thought those were kind of different and kind of pretty. A little heavier. I'm going to have a little more weight on these. So I'll probably put $29.95 on these and see how they go. Somebody's going to like them. I'm pretty sure they're vintage. Okay, I'm still at Victoria, and I know there are people who sell a lot of Tiki Pot, or Tiki cups and glasses and things like that. I'm thinking of Tiki Pug and with Jason Smith. And so this was sitting on the shelf, and it surprised me because here we are in this little town of mainly Volga Germans, and you're seeing all kinds of things that kind of relate to them. And then here we come up on this Tiki cup, Tiki mug, and it says Orchids of Hawaii, Japan, R3. Well, I did find some like it on eBay, and they were selling for about $20. So with my free shipping and everything, I'm probably going to give it a try. Would you give it a try? I think so. Kind of fun. And then the last thing I got at Victoria, this was up on the shelf, and there was a pair of them. And they're marked Tilco, Japan, and they're really very mid-century or earlier, and they even still have the little pearls intact. So many things like this wouldn't have. No cracks or break in them. and kind of attractive. So I thought, well, I couldn't take the pear because the other one had a great big repaired crack down the center. And remember, I don't buy broken things or chipped things because I don't like to get them and I don't want to sell them. And one of the things that I think is extremely important when you're buying is that you pay a lot of attention to quality. I think when you have high quality and you know how to put your listings up and take good pictures, over time you can command better prices. And not only that, but you get good response on your feedback. So I think probably it's a good idea for me anyway, and I hope it is for you, to really look for quality things that have, you know, they're all put together, or they're all there, or they're all not chipped or broken. There's not going to be any surprises. Because I've had a couple of bad experiences with eBay in the last month or so. I've bought a couple of things from people that were either not complete or missing a whole part to them and had to send them back. Did I leave negative feedback? No, I didn't. Why didn't I? I don't know, because I don't like negative feedback. So I went to a yard sale on Thursday evening, and it was really slim picking. We only had one, can you believe this? One yard sale in Russell. Only one. And this one was it. So I found this little helmet. They wanted $5 for it, but I asked them if they'd take less, and the boy said $3, so I bought it. It's new in the box. It was originally $30. It's never been opened. It's already up on eBay, so I hope they'll see how that goes. And at the same auction were these two toys, dogs. Oh, they're so cute, sort of. And they're battery driven, and they walk, and I don't know if they bark or not. I haven't put any batteries in them. And she wanted $3 a piece for them. I got them for $5 for both. I looked them up on eBay, and they seem to be doing okay. I don't know if I'll sell them together and hope for a better price, or if I will sell them separately, but at least $30. Free shipping with them, I think, don't you? Well, that's my haul for the week, and I think we didn't do too badly. I would like to have done a lot better, so just a little bit of a thought to leave you with. You know, when you go to buy something for resale, the profit is in the price you pay, not in the price you get. So if I pay $2 a piece for these and I can't get $30 or $25 out of them as a price point, and these are lightweight, I haven't factored in everything. What do you factor in? Well, your cost of merchandise, and that's $2. Your cost of your sales. Do people think how many times, if you have this up for 6 months or a year, how much you pay out in your fees for this one item? They aren't all free, you know. And your cost of time and gas and moving around and going from place to place. Out here in the country, you know, we really do move around a lot. So gas is not something cheap or something that we can't factor in. And of course your cost of supplies. If you start out as a hobby, you may be able to get supplies around the corner or from your local grocer, but at some point you may have to start purchasing those supplies. So you want to make sure that you keep track of all these things and factor them in. And then your cost of attrition. You know, you have so many things, and a few of them you're just simply going to get rid of because they, like the Lisa Frank box, it's not going to bring you enough money to do any good, or you've had it up a long time, and you need to plan for that, and you need to factor that into your cost, so that when you're done, you aren't really concerned as much with your gross income off of an item. You're really concerned with your net profit, and that is after all your expenses. So just keep that in mind. We'll be back in a few days with another haul. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but isn't that part of the fun of eBay? And isn't that part of the fun of thrifting? So happy thrifting, and please share with us what you've thrifted and how you do your country buying. Thank you. Bye-bye.